Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today we're going to take a look at the Galaxy Watch 3 and the SpO2 or blood oxygen and ECG functions of the watch. Stay tuned, and I'll be right back. Okay, let's start with my Galaxy Watch 3. I have a custom band on mine, but you can see the sensor underneath is more like the Galaxy Active or Galaxy Watch Active 2, and now we have that SpO2 or blood oxygen percentage and the ECG feature. So let's start out with the blood oxygen level. I put a widget up there for that, and then I also put one next to that for the ECG so that we can test that right after we test this, so you guys can see kind of how both of them work. But we're going to start with the blood oxygen level first with all the things with coronavirus and a lot of other things. Keeping an eye on your oxygen saturation is a great idea. And if you're somebody that maybe has COPD or emphysema or something like that, then this is definitely something that you're going to want to keep your eye on. Now you're going to want to start this, and when you do, it's going to take about 10 to 15 seconds to give you a reading. Sometimes it may ask you to readjust, and that's probably because your watch strap is too loose. Now this says I have 96% SpO2 with a 79 heart rate, or 79 beats per minute heart rate. And what we'll do is we'll test that with a oximeter here and see how close it is. So my oximeter is saying that I have a 96%, which is exactly what the watch said. And I'm looking at 83 beats a minute. So it's off by a few beats a minute, which can happen. I'm not really worried about that. It's very, very close and dead on for the SpO2. So just a thing to note with both of these readings, you're going to want to make sure that your watch strap is tight against your skin, and it is on the top side of your left wrist is what they recommend. Now let's take a look at the ECG readings. Again, this is something that you will want to keep an eye on if you have heart problems. If you don't have heart problems, this is something that you can record every once in a while and test yourself for AFib, which is what it's really looking for, is just AFib. It's not really trying to detect a heart attack. If you see all this information that they give you here, it's basically saying wear it on your left wrist and make sure that it's tight and snug. And then you're going to want to put your finger on the top crown button and let that go for 30 seconds. So that's what we're going to do here. We'll show you exactly how this works out too and what you get as a result. So let's go through this test on the ECG. So we're going to hit OK. And what it's going to ask me to do is just place my finger on the top crown here. And if you do it too tight, this is what's going to happen. It's not going to get a clean reading. You can see it all over the place like that. You have to do it very lightly, and it will start to count for 30 seconds. You have to hold your finger there for 30 seconds. You'll also get your beats per minute there as well, right underneath the countdown, and it will start to try to detect and see if you have any AFib or anything like that, irregular heartbeat of any kind. Again, it's not checking for heart attacks, so if you have those types of symptoms, then it's very important that you call a medical professional or an emergency line such as 911. So mine is in sinus rhythm, which is a good thing. It also can come up unconclusive or an AFib, that type of thing. So if it starts to come up with those regularly, then that's when you should go to your doctor. And the cool thing about this app is that it actually uploads these in a PDF file to your phone in a separate companion app here. So this is a great thing to have for your doctor if you need to show your doctor what you had going on with the watch, so that they can kind of get an idea of what you've been going through or what's going on at the current moment. So if you look at the actual app, this is called the Samsung Health Monitor app, and it's not actually integrated into Samsung Health. It's its own standalone app that you have to download once you sync up the watch for the first time. And you can see I've got all of my information here in a PDF file, and I can send that off to my doctor. I can save it. I can upload it to Dropbox or or offload it to my computer or do whatever I need to. And, this is going to give you a basic idea of what your ECG readings are looking like. So if you do have any problems, you can, of course, forward these to the doctors that need to take a look at it. Now, you, of course, have them all stored in this application. You have a share the report where you can email them to your doctor. And if you go back and look, you can see what the results were. Now, mine, luckily, have all come out in sinus rhythm, the ones that I've tested. You can see at the top there, at the bottom, they're kind of clean. At the top, like the one I just did, it's a little bit messy. And that's probably because I was holding the button a little bit too hard during the demonstration. But if you take a look at this, you're going to, have a good idea of what your ECG reading will look like, and you can forward that on to the people that need to take a look at it. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe because that always helps me out, and I'll check you guys out on the next video.